I have played COD for years, and BO6 might just be the most disappointing COD game that I have ever played. And this is the BO6 review, and I am going to be giving my full thoughts on campaign multiplayer zombies, over what I liked and what I disliked about those aspects of the game, and what rating I will give each individual mode, and then I will build them up into a final rating at the end. So this is my experience and my full on BO6 review. This review is different to the reviews I've done in the past. Hope you like this style of review, and yeah, let's get into campaign. Alright, starting off with the campaign. At first, I didn't expect much from the BO6 campaign, going off of the campaign we had earlier and how prior and how bad that campaign was. I didn't expect much, but the campaign for BO6 was better than I expected, but not too good, if you know what I mean. It's just a better campaign in the last few years, but not the best. So, if you don't know, the campaign revolved mostly around the CIA operators like Woods, Adler, etc. going rogue, and how Adler was framed for being the mole in the CIA, and it revolved mostly around Case, your playable character. Case goes in an experiment that go into Cradle, and he goes mad every time he sees her. And I can't remember the half thing, and some of the missions were psychological. What I would say about the campaign is some missions weren't had anything to do with the game. That's the problem I had with the campaign. There were some missions that were psychological. I don't mind the psychological stuff. Well, since Call of Duty, Black Ops has always somewhat had it, but the psychological stuff, I felt it was just thriller added, getting thrown into the game just to make up one thing to make it seem longer. Since those psychological missions, I would say, were the longest missions in the game, and it was a pain in the arse doing it on veteran, since there were zombies in the boss fights. It basically playing a different game. The ending psychological mission, where you're going through Jen Harrow's mind, that was probably the best psychological mission, and probably one of the best in the entire game. Overall, I do think the campaign is forgettable. The only mission I can really remember is the psychological stuff, and I would the campaign just is further a hype. And don't get me started on the seasonal content. The seasonal story. Not talking about multiplayer, the seasonal story. The seasonal story, I think, was just all over the place. You didn't even get to think about how the Pantheon and the CIA, who was that? You didn't see them tracking him down, you didn't see that. And you didn't actually get stuff that didn't get explained. You didn't even get to know who Case was, like who he actually was, since people feared, I don't know if you hear this theory, but that Bell could be Case. That apparently Bell didn't die in Cold War. You still don't know if he did die. You don't know who Case is, you don't know who he is, because if you try and go into the replay mode, or whatever it's called, and go to look at him, his face is covered, so you don't actually get to know who he is. And even in the seasonal story, he's nowhere to be seen, no mention of him or anything. And they left you in a cliffhanger where it was assumed Case and Jen Harrow both died, since at the end Case go and just to Cradle with a voice telling him to finish her, and then you strangle her to death. And yeah, and one thing I did not like about the campaign that I've not liked about Cold War either is the safe house. I just feel the safe house is so annoying. Why does it need to be in every single Black Ops campaign now? The way they did it in Black Ops 3 was a lot better than what they do with Black Ops 6 and Cold War. I hope it doesn't return and BO7. There's no mention of it, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, again, I just have to wait to see. Oh, and the psychological missions did get repetitive. It's the psychological stuff. I don't know if it was me. I didn't like the psychological stuff with the zombies. After those missions were repetitive, I just feel the campaign overall is thorough and mid. So overall, the campaign I'm going to give about a 5 out of 10. Just of stacking with me. Hopefully BO7 actually delivers, because I have high hopes for BO7 campaign. Let's hope it delivers. Let's get on to multiplayer, and I have a lot to say about the multiplayer. Alright, so this is multiplayer. So multiplayer, I will be starting off with from the beginning of multiplayer and my expectations of multiplayer, and then going over every dislike and like I have about the multiplayer. If you watch my Twitch, you know I have had frustrations with multiplayer since the start of season 1. And yeah, at the beginning of like the hype train for BO6, like the teaser, stuff like that, I was hyped for this game. I expected this game to be probably what Revive's called. Did it? No. The review comes out and it looks amazing. The gameplay looks good. Then the beta comes out, the gameplay feels very good. And long story short, the gameplay still feels very good to this day. It's just... And then when I played BO6 on launch, I thought the gameplay was still good till season 1 hop. Season 1 hop run a Squid Game collab and started bringing over crossovers that ruined a portion of the game. And BO6 was the year that they actually tried to experiment with what skins we would take, what skins we would actually are willing to have in COD. To the point, fast forward to season 4, season 5, maybe even season 3, is when Beavis and Butthead, and then soon after American Dad came to the game. And riots happened with Beavis and Butthead because that was the last straw. We ended up seeing Terminator, stuff like that, all wild skins that had nothing to do with the game. Don't get me started on Season of Story. I know I mentioned Season of Story in the campaign section, but now I can really talk about it. Season of Story, we get Hudson back from the dead. Well, not really, it's just a videotape. But yeah, that's just an excuse to get him as a skin. And the Season of Story is all over the place. Apparently Sev is now a part of the Guild and made the Guild into what they are in BO7, which I thought she was trying to take them down, but yeah. I thought they just gave up on the story. I think it might have been after season 2 after they actually gave up on the story. The story for them, because there's a lot of questions in BO6 that should have been answered. Who is Case? Who is Pantheon in the CIA? Who is the remaining Pantheon in the CIA? We did not find that out. All we found out is they apparently took them down off screen, I guess. Like, the story was just all over the place. Right. And there's a lot of questions should have been answered that didn't get answered. That should have. We don't know who Case is or anything. Now back to the core gameplay or multiplayer. The gameplay feels good, polished. If you like Modern 3 Terry3's movement, take BO6 with faster movement and Omni movement. I'm not saying those two games are the same, they're not. But just take that, a more polished version. And what I will say about this game is there's a lot of glitches on this game. If you've watched my Twitch, did you know about this glitch that I experienced constantly and actually made me fucking go off my nut? I actually did. I was sick fed up, because this used to happen about once every week, two times every week if I'm unlucky. And it still happened to me in season 5, by the way, keep that in mind. Started in season 4, season 3, no, I made season 3, happened to me in season 4, happened to me in season 5. And that's the glitch where it would actually give me an error code when I tried to log on to Cottage Crew. This error code, actually nothing I could have done. Tried to check my Wi-Fi, cause it used to say network error or something, so you would think it's my Wi-Fi. And then I tried to restart the game, restart my PS5, so that nothing worked. And the only way I found out that did work was uninstalling the game. And if you know how big code is and all the files you actually have to install, then you know why this is frustrating, especially if you're uninstalling it and reinstalling it every week. And it got to the point it still happened in season 4, and I was fucking annoyed. Happened in season 5, and that's when I actually ended up googling it to see if there's another way other than uninstalling the game. All I had to do was change my Wi-Fi. But yeah, again, this glitch should have never been in the game. As you know, that glitch shouldn't have happened. I wish I had a clip of this glitch to use as an example, but just take my word for it. There's another glitch that I can actually show you proof of, as this, where all my classes have resetted to the point you can't see them. This glitch is still going on, by the way. What it doesn't do now is like reset my classes like maybe every update. This has been happening since season 4. I showed you a clip of me getting this glitch in one of my videos. I don't remember exactly what one it was. I think it might have been what's that map, that BO3 map that got added. That's, I think, the video I actually got this glitch on, and ever since then I've still got that glitch. I just think in this game they're slow on fixing glitches. They leave glitches that should be patched and should have been fixed long ago, but they don't fix it. Like, if you want your game to do well and for positivity, people want glitches to be fixed within a week, within 4 weeks. And especially if you're a big company like Activision, then there's no excuse for glitches to be there working for months and never get fixed, especially with how much money and how much people work at Activision. Surely someone that could have actually fixed. And I'm pretty sure the glitch I experienced and the glitch I told you about just there, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have complained about it, so surely they would have actually covered it. But who knows, will it ever get fixed? Probably not, because Blue 7 is just around the corner, so it's probably going to be left alone. Hopefully I don't get these annoying glitches and Blue 7 Club will fucking go off my nut. But, and also about the store bundles, we've actually seen a big increase in the price of store bundles. To the point of half the skins, I think this has changed now, mostly because of Blue 7. Now, back then, maybe every single skin was like £30 per skin. So you spend about, just say these 4 skins in a row, you'd spend about £100, maybe even £120 on them, just because you wanted them. And these prices have changed. Now there's only a select few that's like £30. It's UK, so I don't know the price is for America. It could be a lot dearer than that, but for UK it's £30 per skin, about that anyway. And like, whose idea was that? And you're spending £30 on skins that shouldn't belong in Call of Duty. I know Call of Duty is an RPG shooter, But Beavis and Butthead, American Dad, you can't tell me, even if it's a male arcade shooter, that those skins belong in Call of Duty. You never seen those skins back in the day. You might have seen the one odd skin, but it was nowhere near cartoony. So hopefully they've learned their lesson. Obviously they have, but we just wait and see. As I'm still worried about this being present in BO7. Not the skins to BO6, just Morton versus skins. So another thing is hackers. Hackers are something, is a hot topic, and hackers, I feel like hackers are everywhere, and the energy just doesn't work for some reason. Like, I know they're meant to be getting an upgrade in BO7, but doesn't matter when hackers are everywhere in the current game. This energy should have been fixed when it first got updated or made back in 2019, 2020. It should have been fixed since then, and it just hasn't. And yeah, so another topic that I will state about BO6. By the way, I did say I have a lot to talk about this game, a lot of frustration, and it can't rise with this specific thing. If you've seen my Twitch, then you probably have a rough idea what I'm talking about, as this has been frustrating all my life. Well, not all my life, but since Modern 19, since it got into just and started being strict. SBMM. SBMM is so fucking annoying. I'm getting placed in sweaty lobbies, and this is most annoying in ranked, where I get placed in with bots in my team who actually never shot a gun in their life. And we expected them, and you wonder what the fuck are they doing? They added this is the first year in Call of Duty, and then one buddy the enemy team are sweaty bastards. But my team is all bots, and I'm the only good or decent player. And you're telling me how that's fair? And don't get me started on the core multiplayer experience. SBMM has clearly fucked COD. I don't care what the fuck the white papers body stated. If the white papers body said, oh, SBMM is so good for retention. No, the fuck it ain't. I tell you what's good for retention. No SBMM, as that will make a lot more people play more than getting sweated on, or having dirty players, having shotgun users, having body knife users, having fucking camping users, fucking all the sorts. So whoever fucking invented SBMM or forced or gave the idea to Activision, fuck you. I've said this before, and SBMM has clearly fucked COD. Like, really. And I don't not care. They players, the amount of times I've just slammed my controller on my desk, and that's why I've not played much multiplayer for months, because the SBMM I can't stand anyway. Like, it's annoying. I forced myself to play BO6, and it's the most annoyingest thing you have ever got to know. And let me know your thoughts on multiplayer, but overall, I think I've covered everything. Let me know if I missed any, can I write in the comments and make it a pinned comment so you get to see. But overall, I will give this multiplayer, here's the thing, if it was the way it was at launch, I'm giving it about an 8.5 out of 10. But at the end of the race cycle, I'm giving it about a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel about multiplayer. Multiplayer's really done my head in this year. I'm not really annoyed at AI generated art, because a lot of games are going to be using AI generated art. I know I do not agree with AI being used in games, but there's nothing you can do. It's going to happen eventually. So Still a 4 out of 10. Let me know if you agree, if it's too low, if it's too high. I do think it's better than Modern Warfare 3 TTF3. That's what I'm saying. So let me know if you agree, and let's get on to zombies. Alright, so now we're in the zombies. Zombies this year, they improved on stuff that was a big problem back in Cold War. What I did say is that the content for zombies is a lot better. If I felt like zombies at first got a lot more love than multiplayer did, which I'm annoyed at. And there's still a few problems that I have with zombies that should have been fixed. I just trail refuses to fix them. The stuff I do not like about zombies is loadouts and crafting, and some of the map designs. Some of the map designs are annoying, like this one. You wouldn't even think this is a zombie map. You would think this is Warzone, they just planted zombies on them. And they bring back armour into BO6 zombies, but all of the stuff that frustrates me in the BO6 zombies section is coming back in BO7. So I don't know why they do not try and fix these problems, because if they want BO6 like zombies to go back to the way it was back in the older CODs, then remove armour, remove loadouts. That's how they're bringing a custom mode. Custom mode isn't like classic, it's just similar to classic. Like, the zombies storyline, I do think is a bit all over the place. Some of the story cutscenes and after you complete the main Easter egg and the tomb, pretty sure your guys do not speak. And you would think it's an error or like a glitch. It's not. I think they just forgot to record voice lines for the characters, which is flat out stupid. After like season 3 is when the content for zombies started slowing down. You wonder why it's starting to slow down, because zombies is probably what people actually preferred in the Holy BO6. People preferred zombies to multiplayer because zombies is handled a lot more better, but they ended up slowing down in the update, and sometimes they would wait a month we wouldn't have any zombie content. All of that happened after season 3. Season 4, we didn't even have any content in season 4 for zombies, I'm pretty sure. And like, you wonder why, because zombies in this game is probably more popular than multiplayer. And you just, it actually baffles me that this mode is probably the most alive zombies has been, even though I don't know like the zombies, but the most alive the community has felt, and then they just like dump them. Don't even like give zombies the support they promised. I'm pretty sure they promised support for zombies through 6 seasons, but then they ended up showing down the content. Even if they don't give you maps, at least give you a content for that time you're not given a map. And season 4, I don't think I get any new cameo zombies, maybe just a new round 10 mode stuff, but doesn't make you want to play the game. And the main Easter eggs, some of them were, like, a lot of them were easy. A lot of the main Easter eggs were dead easy. I've done them first try, some of them. Some of them were just a pain in the arse, like Gravity Falls. And some of them were just flat out hard. Like Terminus. Reckoning was easy once you get to the boss fight. And the one with the dinosaur, that one was fucking impossible. Right. And you just wonder what goes through Church's mind that they have to ruin zombies and don't go back to what made zombies good. Church should know zombies needs a lot of content. People wouldn't be happy when they go like 4 maps and Cold War. I know we got many 4 maps, but the map, how much maps we got did slow down. To the point like zombies started becoming boring. I don't really like zombies in this game. The biggest complaint about zombies before the game came out is when we seen Gravity Falls. Because just look at it, even though they've tried to make more zombies, Gravity Falls still seems it just wasn't on zombies. And that goes back to my point why I think Warzone going zombies multiplayer and campaign, that people wouldn't believe me. Because if you look at it, this is basic Warzone but with zombies. The thing I do have to say is, I like the augment system. I do think the augment system takes ages to actually get your augments. It took me ages to actually complete every augment. It's not exactly, doesn't take that long to get augments if you play zombies a lot, but it takes a while. If you, at the same time, if you get what I mean, it takes quite a full play time to actually get all augments researched. And like, what the fuck is that? I know they're coming back, but I'm pretty sure they're meant to be even harder to unlock and BO7, which I don't fucking know. I do see BO7 being better than BO6 zombies, but yeah, again, these problems still lie within BO7, so like, come to fuck. And Gobblegums did make a return in this game, and I do like them, right? Gobblegums, but some of them are just annoying. Anyway, the one thing I will say about zombies that I did not like is the lack of new things in zombies. A lot of the elites that they did get into, just like Terminus or Gravity Falls, they did return like every single zombie map. Every single zombie map had the same elites, the same elites, no new. And wait, why? Back in the day, you used to be able to go on a zombie map and they'd be a new elite, and they go on another one, they'd be another new elite. Or I'd be like, just say Hellhounds and one zombie map. Hellhounds wouldn't be in another, like the next zombie map. You get what I mean? Like, they used a variety. Apparently they're using a variety for BO7, but I don't see it. But overall, zombies as a whole, I will give it, I do think zombies is worse than multiplayer. But I do feel like it got handled a lot better than multiplayer, at least at the beginning. So I will give it about 3 out of 10. I just do not like the way they handle the new zombies, the stuff that comes into it, and all that. So, and plus, like, every single perk came back. I don't even think there were new perks in the game, so you have that. So I'm going to give it about a 3 out of 10. So that's just that. And now I'm going to give my final thoughts. So overall, after spending tons and tons of time into this game, going over 1,000 hours, this game has went on a roller coaster since at the start of the launch. It was hyped. People were saying this game was called back. People were actually hyped and everything to the point this game bloody had the biggest launch ever, until now where the hype kinda lost its way on this game, and it's all down to one problem, and that's SBMM and Activision. SBMM, you know, that is getting fixed in BO7, and let's hope that will never return, and hopefully COD can go back to his ways. But this game had good movement, an alright story, like a mid-story, a crap multiplayer at the end, and a crap zombies. So overall, this game wasn't enough for me. I got annoyed with the game, the skins, the bundles, the store, the bloody glitches that I did experience. That I did show you one of them, and that the one I showed you isn't even the most annoying glitch that I experienced. It was one where I had to keep on installing the game and reinstalling it, maybe every single week for like 2 months. And so, if you want to know the range on what I rated campaign and multiplayer and zombies like as a final rating, they will be on screen right now. And you see, campaign gets a 5 out of 10, multiplayer gets a 4 out of 10, and zombies gets a 3 out of 10. So roughly that will bring us to about 4 out of 10, maybe 4.5 out of 10. So that's the rating. Let me know if you agree, if it's too low or too high. I just don't really like this game. And I'm hoping when BO7 comes out, my rating for BO7 will be a lot higher than this. Will probably be roughly about 10 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10, 9.5. I know it will probably not happen, but a man can dream. So, let me know your thoughts on my review. Did you like what I've said, and how do you think of this style of review? As I did decide to change it up just to see if this is better, so I can talk about it a lot more than just pros and cons. So let me know your style on this. This will probably be the style of review I will do for like every COD game, every Battlefield, stuff like that, or every BRT. Anyway, so BO7, as of recording this, BO7 will come out tomorrow for New Zealand, and I am going to, hopefully the New Zealand trip works again, and I will be live streaming the game maybe 11 AM or 12 PM or 1 PM at the latest for like 2 to 4 hours. There may be a live stream through the day and then at night. And our live stream should be going, as of recording this is Wednesday, so our live stream should go live about my final thoughts going into BO7 right now, well, tonight. But obviously by the time this video goes live, the live stream will have already been out, and I might be live streaming BO7 by the time this comes out. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more, and like the video and hit the bell, never miss an upload.